does it feel? I keep delivering for you. You've had many world champions. Where does Tasha rank?
Listen, it's very hard to pick one out of all the world champions that we've had. They all individually have had their own stories, and obviously Anthony Crolla come back from his adversity, everything else, so it's unfair to do that. But Tasha Jonas has been I'm talking like she's about to retire. She's a great fighter, she's a great athlete, her attention to detail is very good. We delivered you your first world title at the beginning of the year, Ben. Now we've delivered you your first Ring Magazine belt this year, and there should be a nice Christmas card and bonus being coming this way, isn't there? So, do you know what I mean? So no, listen, it's a great year. Listen, I've got to say huge thanks to Sky Sports, you, Ben, Boxer, Natasha. Everyone knows Natasha's story. She's come back, and Natasha isn't really a stick type of person. She's more of a carrot person, and you and Sky reached out to her, put your arms around her, delivered, and she repaid the faith you had in her in putting on great shows this year. Like I say, winning in front of 20,000 on the Carnbrook undercard. It was only 10 weeks ago she won this belt in Liverpool, and then you talked to me about Tasha fighting again against Marie, the #1. And at first, and you'll agree, I was like, no chance, she's just won that, I needed to have a break and rest. And anyway, he talked me around it, and here we are now. And like I say, it was great momentum. So for 2 world titles in 10 weeks and 3 in the space of 10 months, and what a story for Tasha Jonas. And I've said it to people who want to listen to Tasha Jonas this year. She should be in the comeback of the year story. She should be up there for the BBC Sports Personality of the Year story. I watched that King Richard the other week about the Williams sisters, and I think, well, the Jonas sisters, Nikita Paris and Natasha Jonas, are from Toxteth, from once playing and scoring goals for the Lionesses, and Natasha's conquering the boxing world. So I even put Natasha up there for British Fighter of the Year. So that just shows you how much female boxing has come on and how much Natasha has come on. But it wouldn't have happened without you, Ben, and without Sky. And I'd also like to thank Marie for fighting Natasha. She's the #1, and it was great to see in the arena tonight. I think the crowd appreciated the 1 and the 2 both going at it, and also Yvonne Michelle as well. There was a good crowd of them that came over. They were hugely confident, and like I say, Natasha Jonas is just not a girl with a big smile and a big punch. She's got talent, she's got ability, and we've had a great 2022, and we want to see now what 2023. As Jerry Maguire says, Ben, show me the money.
And Tasha, obviously, it keeps getting better and better and better. You keep performing better and better and better. How do you sum up the year? How do you sum up tonight?
It's hard to put into words. I think you keep offering me these challenges, thinking I'm going to say no, and I keep on saying yeah. You know, we had to. There was such a great fight a couple of weeks ago with Clarissa and Savannah. You know, we have to keep that momentum going. You know, all eyes was on female boxing. We produced some of the best fights in the sport at the minute. You know, #1 and #2 going at it as there was a couple of weeks ago. And you know, we've got the athletes, we've got the platform, we've now got the promoters to support us, and we have to keep it going. We want to fight as female fighters. We want to fight the best. And we want to put on a show, and tonight we did that in front of, you know, a packed out AO arena. And you know, I appreciate Miri and a team coming over and you know, giving me the opportunity to shine, and Ben for producing it as well, and Joe for putting up with me in camp and getting the results out that we need and shouting at me in the corner.
Good. Any questions?
Marie, you said you've been watching Natasha non-stop for the past 2 months. Yep. That's obviously finally come to a head. How does it feel now you've been in that ring, and was she as good as you expected?
Yeah, she was really good. We were ready for this fight. She got me with a good hands. I adapted my game plan, and then she adapted hers, and then I adapted mine. So we knew it was going to be a chess match, but we had a little more aggressivity in our chess match. I think Natasha is a great fighter. She did great tonight. I wished her the best for next, but that's not going to stop me.
You've been in with Clarissa Shields, and there's a lot of talk with Natasha potentially fighting Clarissa Shields. Now you've been in the ring with the pair of them, how do you compare?
I think for sure Clarissa is a really big fighter, so if I was bigger than Natasha, get ready to call Clarissa the bigger fighter. But you know, when you believe in a fighter, sky's the limit, so just give them the opportunity, and we're gonna see female boxing needs fights like that. So if Natasha wants to go, I'm like, you go, but she's big.
Tasha, congratulations first of all. A question for you is 3 potential dream fights: Clarissa Shields, Katie Taylor, Terri Harper. In order of 1 to 3, which one would you want?
Don't mention Terri Harper. That's right off the table. Right, so no point talking about
the other 2, then Katie Taylor, Clarissa Shields.
To be honest, I just want to go away and have a holiday and have some time off and spend some time with my little girl, go and watch Paul, and enjoy being a champion. Like Joe said, we only had 10 weeks between the last one and this one. We didn't really get to celebrate it, and it has been a big year. So, you know, I'm going to go away, have a good rest, enjoy me holiday, enjoy, you know, watching other people box, and we'll do what we did this year, and you'll go away, we'll make another plan of where we want to go, who we want to box, and I'm sure Ben will provide me with the opportunity. Joe definitely will put me through hell in the gym to make sure that I perform, and then we'll go from 2023.
2 quick questions for you, Natasha. First one, any boxer prepares for specifics regarding the opponent. How close were you tonight to what you had prepared for Mariev?
You can watch all the videos you want, and you can, you know, you can expect a lot, but when people are actually in the ring, it's a lot different. We did still obviously have a game plan. I tried to stick to the game plan as much as possible, but you know, the physicality we knew, the size we knew, but when you're actually in there with it, it was tough. And you know, she was the number 1 in the division. I knew she was going to be tough. I knew she's going to be hard to overcome, and she didn't disappoint. You know, she wanted to win just as much as I did.
My second question is a little bit on the lighter side. You now have a red, a blue, and a green one. Which one is going to be Mila's favorite?
Ooh, she always likes the new ones. She always likes the new ones. So yeah.
Thank you.
Tasha, how physically tough was that fight? Because you won the decision, you know, clearly, really, but it was never easy at any stage. Like, how tough was the fight itself and the experience of going through it?
Yeah, every round was competitive. Like I say, it was the number 1 versus the number 2. It was always going to be hard, and I had to stay switched on, and I had to stay focused. And you know, I had to, like she said, when I kind of had a good start, and then she adapted, and then I had to adapt to her adapting. So you know, boxing is a constant game of physical chess, and you know, you've got to put your pawns in the right places and take these opportunities when you get them, because they are only nanoseconds and split seconds.
And did you feel you were up against, you know, a physically big opponent as well? And does that mean you're thinking about, you know, move down in weight maybe?
I mean, I'm not a big super welter. Everybody knows that, and you know, I can do the weights below. But you know, like I say, we'll see. We're going to go into the new year. We'll discuss with the 2 men either side, and we'll see what the next steps are for 2023.
Just one more. In Canada, there's another girl aiming at the top. Her name is Mary Spencer, and she's been put in mandatory opponent for the IBF, and now also for the WBC. How likely are you to listen to Mary Spencer, who was an Olympian like you?
Yeah, I remember Mary Spencer. I've actually fought her before. Another great boxer, another great Canadian boxer. So yeah, it's like Canada's on my back. But yeah, like I say, we're going to go away. We're going to discuss with Ben and Joe, and we'll see what happens next and what steps we take. I'm not in no rush to make a decision. I'm going to enjoy my time off, and you know, like I say, enjoy my belt, enjoy my Christmas, and enjoy my daughter.